I'm proud to be here today to discuss how these local and federal investigators working in partnership have dismantled a major drug trafficking organization that operated in Pasco and Pinellas counties. This organization was led by Daniel Luis Roberto Carrillo. For a period of over a year, Carrillo and his conspirators distributed cocaine and methamphetamine in this community. This conspiracy was a family affair. Of the 13 members of the conspiracy who've been federally indicted, 7 of them are related. Carrillo was the leader of the conspiracy. One of his key partners was a significant other, Betsy Trinidad. She worked with Carrillo to sell cocaine and methamphetamine in this community and to supply other drug dealers. Every part of the drug trafficking organization involves someone who is related to either Carrillo or Trinidad. For starters, both of their mothers were part of the drug trafficking organization. Trinidad's mother, Jacqueline Navarro, was a drug dealer who Carrillo and Trinidad supplied with cocaine and methamphetamine. On 5 occasions, Navarro sold cocaine to an undercover officer, and on another occasion, she was found in possession with intent to distribute of more than 400 grams of methamphetamine. Carrillo's mother, Lucy Carrillo Gonzalez, she played a different role in the conspiracy. She assisted Carrillo in ordering cocaine for the organization from 2 of Carrillo's other relatives, Georgia Elise Natal Vasquez and Janet O'Neill Santana Vasquez. Those 2 relatives served as sources of supply of cocaine for the organization, while another relative, Johan Eloy Del Valle Carrillo, was responsible for mailing a parcel of cocaine from Puerto Rico to be distributed by the organization. But this drug trafficking organization was not limited to relatives of Carrillo, Trinidad, and them. The other 6 members of the organization fall into 2 categories. 2 of them, Jennifer Hanna and John Barrett, were the source of methamphetamine supply for the organization. The other 4 defendants were local drug dealers who distributed drugs obtained from the organization that were sold in Pasco and Pinellas County. For over a year, this organization trafficked in significant quantities of cocaine and methamphetamine, dangerous drugs that were distributed in Pasco and Pinellas counties. But not any longer. Through the excellent work of the investigative agencies on this case, 13 defendants have been indicted by a federal grand jury. 12 of the 13 have been arrested, and agents are out looking for the final 13th defendant to arrest him as well. 9 of these defendants are residents of Pasco County. 2 of them, including Carrillo and Trinidad, are residents of Hernando County. 1 defendant is a resident of Pinellas County, and 1 is a resident of Puerto Rico. This has been a comprehensive investigation. The defendants who have been indicted include members at every level of the conspiracy: the leader, his key partners, the sources of supply, and those who facilitated ordering drugs from the sources of supply, and local drug dealers who distributed drugs in Pasco and Pinellas counties. The arrests in this case have dismantled this drug trafficking organization and have stopped the flow of cocaine and methamphetamine that were being distributed by it. During this investigation and in the takedown that occurred locally here on January 18th, investigators have seized over 1.5 kilograms of cocaine and over 1 kilogram of methamphetamine. They also have seized 10 firearms, including 7 from Jennifer Hanna's residence, 2 from Georgia Elise Vasquez's residence, and 1 from James Perry O'Neill. This great work by law enforcement has undoubtedly saved lives. According to the most recent annual report from the Florida Medical Examiners for 2021, cocaine and methamphetamine ranked 2nd and 3rd in Florida in causing drug deaths. By stopping large quantities of cocaine and methamphetamine from being distributed in Pasco and Pinellas counties, the investigative agencies on this case have protected everyone in this community from those dangerous drugs. This is a complex investigation involving a drug trafficking organization that transported large amounts of drugs over the course of more than a year. This type of case requires meticulous work by excellent investigators to put together the evidence that will support prosecutions to reduce the supply of illicit narcotics in our community.